You may recognize this as one of those Ronco or Ronco Peel Showtime Rotisserie things. I have all the accessories in that, but this one has a problem. I inherited this when I bought this house. It was left behind by the previous owners, and they didn't take care of their stuff. And I did one of those quick homeowner special fix-it jobs back in the day because I wanted to get this thing up and running. It was clean enough that, I could clean it up good and that, and obviously I've used the hell out of it. But it has a problem. You have the window, of course, and I have the window. It's actually just behind the unit, but it rides in these plastic channels. You may notice something different right here. There's a metal thing there. Well, what that is a computer slot cover bracket when they used to be removable and replaceable. And this was broken in several spots, and it broke again. I tried gluing it and that, and this was the best solution at the time, was to use this, drill a bunch of little holes in it, put these screws in, but it's had its day. And as far as this gunk, I don't know if that's glue, I don't know if that's grease, or what it is, but anyway, the rest of the plastic it's just done. This has lived its day, and that's it. And you may notice some drywall screws here. Like I said, this was kind of a homeowner's special type repair when I moved in, and I just wanted to get it up and running. Let me reposition the camera because the timer is in the way here and you can't see what I'm doing. As far as fixing this further, like I said, it pretty much lived its day and I'm done fixing it. So the problem is they don't make these anymore. Ronco Peel sadly has passed, and now we're stuck. So what do? Well, you go on eBay, and I did. And I got a pair of these plastic slides. You'll notice they're gray instead of white. I don't remember them actually having gray ones. And the feet are white instead of black. Who cares? I really don't care what it looks like. In fact, the gray I think would dress it up. But we have to go ahead and replace this. Now, normally there are 3 screws, and they are still here. There's one here, and one here. So I'm going to take those 3 out, but I also have to remove these. And for these drywall screws, I just drove them right through the sheet metal in that. So I want to take those out first and make sure I can. I shouldn't see any reason why not. So we'll go and take those out. So there's one. Even they're sticky with grease and stuff. This is, this sort of has like 85,000 miles on it already, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to prolong it, and then maybe I'll have to find somebody's used one. You see, this is all just falling apart. The extra holes that I made in the case are not going to make any difference. It's going to function just as well as it always did. This can go. That's done. And now we're going to take out the original 3 screws. All you need is just a plain old Phillips screwdriver, number 2 Phillips. So we're going to go ahead and remove all of the screws that it came with. There's 2, and the 3rd is right here. Okay, more plastic we don't need. Put that down. This should come off now. In pieces, I guess. Okay. And that. And I'm going to stop down and try to clean this up a bit. Now these slides are actually different. You have to get the right one on the right side. It's very easy to figure out because it'll just not fit if it's not right. This is the correct one. I know it's hard with the orientation, but this back here is the top. So if I flip it, you're going to want to see this angle right at you. And you'll also notice that compared to this one, has a notch in the end of it. This one has the notch. and that's to allow you to pivot the window in over here and get it through here and started, so you can either put the window up or down and fold it under the machine. So these are very important parts of the unit. So like I said, this is the correct one, and you'll notice that if I go and fit it, it fits right on perfectly where it's supposed to be. So now it's simply a matter of making sure all the holes line up, which it looks like they do. I'll start a screw here. And we'll screw that down. There we are. Not going terribly tight just yet, and you don't want to go terribly tight because we are going through plastic. Okay, just tight. Just barely tight. And our last screw will go here, simply like that. Okay, that's tight, and now just a little more. Come back just a little more. Just a little more. I slipped out. There we are. You'll know when it's right. You'll notice also I'm holding the screwdriver with 2 fingers. I do not want to apply too much torque to these. So now that we have that done, we're going to flip it over and remove the other side. So there we are there. And same story, 3 screws. So let me just get in here for a second. Take this one out. You might drop the screws. I might drop them. It's just the way, you know, the way it is with it. So we'll come back to that one because it's almost out, but not quite. This one you can grab a lot easier. Take that one out. And this one here. And save these screws because you need them. Let's see if I can grab that one. Yep. Now I should be able to just work this off. There we are. And it's time for a cleanup on that also. Now this one is still in good shape, so I will clean this also and save it just in case, but the other one is shot. So in case this side breaks, I have a replacement. Let me go clean this up right now, and we'll come back and install the new one. Okay, we're now ready to install this. You'll notice if you try to put it the wrong way, it can't go. It can only go on one side, one way. So it's very, very simple like that. We have our hole lined up there. I'll get a screw and see if I can start that. If I can get it lined up. There we are. Okay, just barely tight. We'll come to this one here. That one is not starting. There we are. Just barely tight on that. And the last one will go here. Okay, so now, just right like that. Just snug and a tiny drop more. Right there. That's perfect. So let me move that. And now, I can set this back. Let me move the camera back down again. And now, it doesn't even look bad with the gray slides on there. So I can take the window now, and it hooks in on the right. If you have one of these, obviously you've done this. So right there, and the pin slides in there, where it's supposed to. Almost. It's a tight fit for some reason. Let me just double check and see why. My only guess as to why this was tight was because over the years, this is speculation, the pins on the bottom of the door, probably the diameter of them were made slightly smaller, so that's why it was a tight fit. I just had to basically give it a good push and it fit in, and now you can see the window is there. It goes up and down, and I can slide it under the unit just like that, no problem. It comes out and goes right up. So that's it. If you have a problem where the window's going to fall off, just get replacement slides. And again, unfortunately, that really is the hardest part of this repair. I found these on eBay, $22, $18, something like that. Just verify the model number of the one you have, and you'll see on eBay it'll say fits 4,000, 5,000, 5,000T, etc., etc. This is a 5,000 here, and everything is good. And if I want to take the window out, I can. It's just a little bit of a tight fit, and without my looking at it, I don't want to force it right now, but in time that plastic is going to wear, and it's going to make it a lot easier. And quite honestly, the only time you really have to take the glass off is to clean it after cooking, so it's not really that big of a deal, because this is not the kind of appliance that you use every single day, day after day. I know there's some out there who do, and of course the infomercial claimed I lost 75 pounds just by eating out of this thing. But that's just all marketing hype, as we know. Anyway, that's how to replace the window glides on your Ronco or Ronco Showtime Rotisserie. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please consider clicking the like and subscribe buttons. That lets me know I did a good job making this video, and I can continue to provide them for you. Have a great day.